that's fine, because what we'll do is we'll just start scooting people in as they get here. Now that we're here, you guys scoot in all the way to the far left. Go ahead and scoot in. Trombones, go ahead and scoot in. Trombones, go ahead and scoot in. We're going to delete the empty chairs. Yep, go ahead and scoot in. Yep. Yep, put the phones away on stage, please, guys. Okay. Trumpets, let's go ahead and scoot in. Let's go ahead and scoot in, trumpets. My Monterey and Explorer trumpets, can you guys scoot in one chair this way? If you guys all stand up and move in one chair this way. Started. Hey, have a good show. You guys are going to be great. All right, everybody. Welcome to the Mapleton Arts Center. Yeah. How many of you, this is your first time seeing or being in this building, anybody? Welcome. the district spent a lot of money on this, and they have really outdone themselves. In my opinion, this is one of the premier performing arts facilities in the entire state of Colorado. Let's give it up. We are so excited to have all of you be joining us here for a wonderful, wonderful night of music. My name is Zach Brake. I am one of 4 of our team of band directors here in Mapleton. Mapleton, with our small by design school model, has what we call a consolidated performing arts program. And it's really a special program. Nowhere else really does it kind of like us in Mapleton. We're super unique. We all share beginning band. So I'm the beginning band teacher at Monterey and Explore, and then also Achieve and Adventure. And all the band teachers on stage teach different beginning band classes. We have before school programming for our advanced bands. I direct the symphonic band. And then we have after school programming, including marching band and jazz studies, and you're gonna see our jazz band tonight, actually. We're gonna show you a little bit about what that looks like. We're really excited that you're here to join us, and we think this is gonna be a great program. Every student on stage is a beginner. They have started from scratch, some of them never even touching an instrument or even looking at music before, and now, after 1 semester, they are presenting their first concert. Before they even play a note, can we just show them how proud we are? So as I mentioned, we actually go in ourselves, we actually drive. I drive to 5 or 6 buildings a day. We drive and we deliver beginning bands for your students' Small by Design School. And then we have combined together to present this to you one time this morning. They did a fantastic job. They sound great, and you're gonna love it. So, a couple reminders I have here, especially if this is your first time in a setting like this, welcome. We're gonna teach you a little bit. To help us honor the hard work of our students, we have some extra guidelines we ask for. So cell phones, electronic devices, let's try to have those off. Refrain from yelling, especially like your child's name when they're playing, because it can be distracting. Refrain from talking while we're performing, of course. If you need to exit for any reason, this will be a quick show, but if you need to exit, please do so between songs. Please escort noisy, unhappy children out of the auditorium. If that happens, we understand. And you can hear it from out there, believe it or not, with our state-of-the-art sound system here. Please stay for the entire performance. It will be about half an hour. Please do not post recordings online. That's for privacy and copyright. And of course, thank you so much for coming to support. So we're going to start with an instrument demonstration. How many of you played in a band class or a music class growing up? And how many of you, this is your first time seeing one? Anybody? Yeah. We'd love to show you what we've worked on. So, our first family of instruments are called the brass instruments. Brass instruments, hold your instruments up. Hold your instruments up. We have trombones, baritones, a tuba, and our trumpets. And they all have one thing in common. Go ahead and get out your mouthpieces. The mouthpiece is where we make all the sounds of the instrument, and we start with just the mouthpiece, and we make what's called a buzz. Let's hear the buzz. 1, 2, ready, buzz. Yeah, it sounds kind of like a hornet nest, right? Do it again. 2, ready, go. Awesome, yeah, right? And so we actually will have fun. Like try making a siren. Ow, ow, try that. Yeah, go the other way. Up, try that. And so we work on our muscles that are called the embouchure. Go ahead and put them together now. Go ahead and put them together. We work on the muscles we call the embouchure, and we take some time to develop them. Brass is hard because if you don't focus on them every day, you will lose them. Take it from me, a brass player who's a band director, out in practice every day. It will happen after even 2 days. So now we're going to put it together, and we're going to show them our first notes. Body front, B flat, sitting tall. Let's show them that first note. B flat for lows, C for trumpets. Sitting up nice and tall. 1, 2, ready, play. And that's our brass section, everybody. Band is unique, and it's especially challenging, but a fun reward to teach because of all of the different types of instruments we have. Our woodwind family has 2 categories of instruments. Flutes. Go ahead and hold your flutes up. Flutes are our own category of woodwind instruments. Go ahead and get out your head joint. Let's show them what it sounds like closed. 2, ready, go. Good. And then go ahead and open it. Ready, go. Yeah, really, really good. Now put it together. So what makes flute challenging is they have to blow across basically an empty void like this, kind of. And they just have to feel where it is. It takes a long time to develop that, and they have to discover where the response is from the instrument. It's also very challenging to hold. So flutes, let's show them our first note now, a B flat. 1, 2, ready, go. Yeah, the flutes, everybody. That's great. Yeah. Awesome. Our second group of woodwind instruments are called reeds. Reeds, that's clarinets and saxes. Just hold your instrument up real quick. Okay, you'll see that we have saxophones and clarinets. They both use what are called reeds. Go ahead and pull out your mouthpieces. So mouthpiece and barrel or neck and mouthpiece. Okay, and the reed is a wooden part that vibrates when placed as such in the mouth. So let's go ahead and show them what it sounds like. Body front, feet flat, sitting tall. 1, 2, ready, play. Yep, that's what that sounds like. Let's do that again. 1, 2, ready, play. I really want to make sure that the audience heard that. Can we let's play that one more time. I don't know if I heard it. 1, 2, ready, go. Good, go ahead and put them together, right? I know, isn't that crazy? Believe it or not, that's really what we want. It's got that kind of high-pitched, full-body sound. That's what the reed sounds like. It squeals. When you put it together, which they're doing right now, all the different keys that they have to press with their fingers, that will actually create a beautiful tone. So now listen to what it sounds like when they put it together. 1, 2, ready, play. And those are our reeds. You hear the difference? Yeah. The reed family, everybody. So in addition to brass, reeds, and flutes, we also have percussion. So percussion, hold your sticks up. Percussion are special, yeah, or our shakers, exactly. Percussion are special. We have what are called mallet percussion, and we have what are called auxiliary percussion right there. Dr. Greenwood, you want to show us what the shaker looks like a little bit? Yeah, is right. So yeah, that's called the shaker. That's an auxiliary percussion instrument. Isn't that cool? And then we have the mallets. The mallets are a bunch of tiny keys like a keyboard, and every single one is like a drum. So it's actually takes a lot of coordination. We start all of our students on this first semester before they can get to the drums. We have to make them read the music first. So let's find B flat. Let's go right, left, right, left. 1, 2, ready, go. Again, 2, ready, go. Good, very good. So let's go and give them a round of applause. And so we will make that much more complicated. I don't want to put them on the spot, but we'll go like left, right, left, left, right, and we'll start adding more, and we'll increase the speed. And then they have to do all that while moving across the keyboard. So it's actually quite challenging. Once we figure all of that out, it takes about a month to a month and a half, believe it or not. We can finally play one note together. And let's go ahead and show them what that sounds like. All right, see that one note, everybody? Here we go. All right, watch me carefully. And that is the beginning band, everyone. Yeah. Yes, give yourselves a round of feet, exactly. And so after we do that, again, it really does take a solid month, maybe even longer, to get everybody on the same note. Then we can start adding notes, and so we do some 3-note, 4-note, 5-note songs. And so I'm going to now present to you the first song that we learned. Kids, what's that called? We're going to play Hot Cross Buns for you. It's a classic. All right. Rest. And that is our first song. So we're going to present to you now a series of songs that we've learned that get progressively more challenging. We'll take a quick break to show you what the advanced jazz band sounds like if our students continue for years. And I'm going to turn it over to our next talented band director. This is Dr. Maggie Greenwood, everybody.
Hello, thanks so much for coming out this evening to support your fantastic beginning band students. Yeah. So, as Mr. Brick said, my name is Dr. Maggie Greenwood. Not that kind of doctor, I'm a clarinet doctor. And I teach at Welby and at Clayton this year, and I assist the 0-hour bands. So I will get to know every kid eventually, even if I don't teach them this year. So the next thing that we learned is a tune you might know as Rolling Along, Merrily We Roll Along. You might know it as Mary Had a Little Lamb. But this is one that has an additional note that they haven't played yet. And they have to be very careful about how long they hold the notes, because sometimes we hold notes longer than we think we should. So, listen for those really beautiful, crisp silences. All right, and our next tune is called March Steps. Now, in music, a step is going to be any note and the one right next to it. So we can look at it like it's a bunch of stair steps. However, this one's not actually made out of steps. It's made out of skips. You go over. Instead of going to the very next note in a small gap, you skip over one note and go to the next. So this one was a tricky one because we had to learn to move more than one finger at a time. All right, here's March Steps. Thank you so much, and now I would like to introduce Mrs. Caroline Siegel.
Hi Hi everybody, thank you very much. The two songs that I'll be introducing next are both lullabies, and this very next one, Lightly Row, is actually the longest song on our program. It is the most measures out of all of them. It takes a long time to learn because it's a lot of music, but please enjoy Lightly Row. For the next one, Au clair de la lune, which is a French folk song, the students learned a brand new note. Some of them learned the note G, some of them learned the note A, and some of them learned the note E. But it's the highest note, so as you're listening to this next song, the highest note you hear is the brand new note. Please enjoy Au clair de la lune. I am very excited to introduce what is next. So this year, all of the students who are on stage are 6th grade students. They're in their first year of learning. Once they go beyond this year, and if they continue into their 7th grade year, not only do they get to join 0 Hour and the Wolverine Band, which I lead in the mornings, but they are also become eligible to join some after-school bands as well. One of those bands that we actually have multiple jazz bands. We have a middle school jazz band, and we have a high school jazz band. So the high school jazz band, which is called the Mapleton Jazz Messengers, are going to come join us on stage to play a song for us. And this just gives you a little glimpse into what happens when we have a lot of years of musical practice, really get to the height of some of our talent and some of our skill, and what is possible for your students in the future. Please enjoy this song from the Mapleton Jazz Messengers.
All right, so the Mapleton Jazz Messengers meets Wednesday from 4 to 5:30, meets once a week. And the kids, you'll hear what they're capable of with just one practice a week. They do a really great job. We learn kind of extra beyond just reading notes on the page. This is called the applications class, where we take what we learn in our beginning bands and then our concert band class, and we apply it. So we hope you enjoy. We're going to play. One more thing, too, is the way we like to play is we like to do music that's contemporary and trendy in the jazz scene. So we're actually going to do an old tune called Afro Blue, but we're going to do the modern Robert Glasper version from Black Radio. This is the Black Radio version of Afro Blue. Gabriel on the tenor sax. That was William on the trumpet, everybody. William. All right, the Mapleton Jazz Messengers, everybody. That's especially fun for me because both are, yeah, you can go ahead and just, if you wouldn't mind, just for that, and then we'll get you in a second. It's especially fun for me. Both our soloists, William and Gabe, they were in my beginning band at Explore, how many years ago now? 4 years ago now, right? I know. So really, they grew up fast, and I mean, these are all Mapleton kids. This is our talent. So let's just give them one more round of applause. We show you this because we want you to see what is capable, and really, music is so empowering, and we're just so lucky to have amazing talent here in Mapleton. We're going to close out our portion of the concert now with Miss Kirby Dillman. She's going to introduce our next two songs, so please give it up for Miss Kirby Dillman.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Kirby Dillman. I teach GIA and Trailside, and if you feel like you're seeing the future when you watch jazz band, believe me, so are we. We want them to stick with band so that next year we can see them up with the Messengers. We're going to complete our portion of the concert with a Mozart melody, also known as Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and Jingle Bells. We'd like to thank the following people: our superintendent, Mike Crawford; our Board of Education, Thomas Moe, President; Mallory Boyce, Vice President; Daisy Lechman, Secretary; Michelle Ramos, Treasurer; Bethany Fry, Assistant Secretary and Treasurer. Our Performing Arts Administration, Robin Cutting, Director; Melissa Wire, Assistant Director; Greg Petrashki, MAC manager, Martha Janetta, our secretary. Our choir department, Evelyn Ripsum, Jesse Short, and Emily Stover. Our orchestra department, Jennifer Chaplin, Nicholas Johnson, and Max Tuning. And our community of administrators, faculty, paraprofessionals, support, custodians, and transportation staff, program supporters, families, friends, parents, guardians, alumni, and students. And thank you so much for supporting your student in performing arts. Let's give everyone a round of applause. Thank you guys so much. After our last tune, we're gonna have each row stand up one by one. If you have a student that plays a large instrument and they're real deep back there, we're gonna cheer for each row as they stand up, starting with a percussion row. So let's cheer real loud for our awesome students. Here's Jingle Bells.
All right, everyone. We hope this isn't the moment you will soon forget, because this is your child's first, for many of them, concert. We hope it's not the last. What we are going to do, just to make this next transition easy, is we're going to have the band students, when I say go, you will stand up, you will go upstairs to where you get your instruments, and you will check out with your band teacher, and then you will just come meet your parents up front here. We have 2 floors here at the MAC, and so just to help congestion, instead of having you all feel like you have to wait around while we get put away, our Mapleton Jazz Messengers is going to play one more to entertain you, and during that time we'll put away, and then when you're done, your student will be ready to go. So thank you so much, and once they're ready, we're going to have the Mapleton Jazz Messengers, directed by my co-director for the jazz program, Mr. Scott Curry. And with that said, thank you so much and have a good rest of your night. All right. So. And then let's have this happen. Stand up. We're going to come around this way. Okay, so
Thank you so much. Oh, we heard from Jaren and Santi on that one. So everyone give a good round of applause for their solos. Thank you so much. We're the Jazz Messengers. What? Oh, yeah.